All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And a few days ago, I made a video where I was talking to you guys about some of the tier 2 natives that you should ideally not be building in 2019, simply because they don't offer too much of a return on the massive investment that you need to make to build up some of these characters, right? People like Dormammu, Odin, Supergiant, Proxima, Apocalypse, just to name a few, right? They're really not that useful right now where we are in the game, having to spend 60 to 150 million gold, a ton of black antimatter, Phoenix feathers, all that stuff to get these characters built up, simply to do a Shadowland solo, because that's the most you can get out of some of these characters where we are right now in the game. They're really not that useful for PvP or for world boss. So yeah, but nonetheless, I made that video and a lot of you guys seem to like it, and some of you guys actually hit me up asking me to do the opposite, to actually give you a list of 10 tier 2 natives that you should ideally be building in 2019. So that is what we're going to be doing for this video. Now, as always, this is just my personal opinion, and if you've been following me for a while, you'll know most of the characters that are going to be on this list, and you can agree or disagree. If that's the case, go down there in the comment section and let me know what your top 10 tier 2 native list looks like in Marvel Future Fight as of right now. So keep that in mind. This is just my personal opinion based on how I like to enjoy the game. We got some PvP option on this list, and we also got a lot of PvE option because, yeah, that's what I enjoy, right? The one character that I strongly debated put it on this list because I really like him as a character, however, I decided to leave off, was actually my guy Reed. I absolutely love Reed. However, at tier 2, Reed is really not that good. Level 70, gear 25. I have him ready for his tier 3. And once I see who the next tier 3 character is going to be, I'll probably come back and I will tier 3 him at some point because I really like him as a character. But honestly, until he gets to tier 3, he really doesn't offer that much. He's not that good for anything. PvP, PvE. Honestly, there's plenty of level 60 characters in the game that's better than him. And that's quite sad because it costs a whole lot to get him right here. But I really love his tier 3 skill. It reminds me of Luffy from One Piece. You know what I'm saying? That jet Gatling gun. And also his 5th skill reminds me of Bellamy, also from One Piece, that Spring Hopper. Shout out to all of my One Piece fans, man. Y'all know what it is, right? So yeah, really like Reed as a character overall besides those things, right? But these just add to it, and I really like him even more. But cannot include him on my top 10 simply for that. Some of you guys may disagree because once he gets to tier 3, he may be able to out DPS some of the characters I'm going to list here today, but some of these characters don't have tier 3 just yet. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. That being said, though, let's jump right into the list. Number 10 on this list is one of my all-time favorite characters from the comics, and it pains me to put him so low, but he has absolutely no PvP value. Well, that's not true. You can play him on manual, you can get a few kills, but he's not a PvP character by nature. He's a PvE monster. ABX, Shadowland, World Boss, you name it, he can do it, and that's my guy Nate. My guy Nate, dog, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely love Cable in this uniform with the chain hit damage, the immediate heal on the 3rd skill, the iframes, the invincibility. Overall, Cable is an absolute beast, so I absolutely have to put him on this list as one of the top 10 tier 2 natives in Marvel Future Fight. Absolute beast, right? Number 9 on this list, also one of my all-time favorite characters in the comics, and one of the most balanced characters in Marvel Future Fight. And honestly, even though this list is not geared towards new players, if you guys want me to do a list of the tier 2 natives that you should focus on first, let me know in the comments. But even though this list is not focused on new players, right, because what you're looking at, these 10 characters, that's like 3 billion gold, right? Like 3 billion gold easily, not counting materials, right? Number 9, though, one of the most balanced characters in Marvel Future Fight. That's actually my guy Pietro. PvE, PvP, he can do it all, and he can do it well. So yeah, gotta put him on this list as one of the best tier 2 natives in the game, one of the very first ones you should build, not only because he's cheaper than the rest, but just because he's just as good and sometimes even better than the rest. So yeah, man, Quicksilver, Pietro, my guy, the hot dog eating savage, my boy out here looking like Barney in this uniform. He is an absolute beast. He got the heals, he got the damage, he got the crowd control, got the penetration, iframes, you name it, he got it, and my boy puts in work. You know what I'm saying? Number 8 on this list, and I really struggled putting him above Pietro, but nonetheless, y'all can disagree with me, man. It is what it is. I gotta put my guy Yeah, Strife, the timeline devil, Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? I put him in the number 8 spot. It is what it is. The fracture, You know what I'm saying? The only thing he's really missing in this kit that would make him a much better character is healing. If he got healing like Cable had healing, he would be much higher up on this list because he can do PvE just as good as Cable can, and he can also do PvP very, very well. He can shut down basically every combat character in the game and just make them food. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally just devours them like they're nothing, right? Because of the fracture and all these skills, the invincibility, the guard break. You know what I'm saying? Even when you have guard break immunity, he can still guard break you. You know what I'm saying? Strife is an absolute monster, so I have to put him on this list. The leadership also adds to that. So yeah, PvP monster that can do PvE as well. Next up is actually going to be Wolverine. And honestly, I kind of debated about putting him above Strife. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you guys can let me know if I'm wrong, right? I put him above Strife because he has healing, so that makes him slightly, ever so slightly better for PvE because it's much easier to keep him alive, right? With Strife, you make a mistake, right? Even though he has the iframes, the invincibility, and all that stuff, you make a mistake, you lose some HP. If you don't have anti-venom as a striker, you have no way to heal, and eventually more mistakes you make, the easier it is for you to die and fail. Whereas with Wolverine, you can make a lot of mistakes. You may not have equal damage to what you can get from Strife, right? But you can make a lot of mistakes and he's just gonna keep on trucking. So that's part of the reason why I put him above Strife, even though Strife is a much better PvP character than Wolverine. Strife can completely shut off his healing and just dissect him. He's literally nothing in the face of Strife when we're talking PvP. But PvE, I don't know, man. I kind of give it to Wolverine just because of the heal. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if I was wrong in that regard. Next up is actually my guy, Victor. You know what I'm saying? I'll put Victor above Wolverine. It is what it is. You guys can let me know if I'm wrong, but he's in the number 6 spot, boys. And I'm saying the healing, that massive heal on his 5th skill, the revive with the Doombot decoy, the amazing damage on his 3rd skill with the accumulation, the invincibility. You know what I'm saying? He's an absolute monster and I love the animation. I can't wait to see him get a uniform. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best PvP characters in the game, and he also does PvE very well. I personally think he's a better PvE character than Wolverine, so that's why I put him above Wolverine, because honestly I think he's better than Wolverine in PvP and in PvP. So that's why I put him in the number 6 spot over Wolverine. Now, you guys are probably gonna be upset about this, but the number 5 spot goes to my baby Scarlet Witch, and it was really difficult to put her so down on this list, but it is the truth. The truth sometimes hurts. It is what it is, right? So number 5 in my opinion is Scarlet Witch, and part of the reason why she is so high up is because she's an amazing striker for World Boss Ultimate. When she comes in and she pops her 4th skill, adding that defense down to the fight and the mind control, she makes stages in World Boss Ultimate that would otherwise be possible for more than 90% of the characters in this game. So because of that alone, she deserves to be here as one of the best tier 2 natives. But that's not where it ends. Baby girl got that heal. She also has the penetration. She has insane damage on both her 4th and her 5th. Also, not her 4th or 5th. It's her 3, 4, and 5. All 3 of these skills deal amazing damage. So she's one of those characters that you give her a CTP of Rage and you can play her blindly and she's gonna do amazing with it. But nonetheless, a regular damage proc will work on her, so you can just proc on 3, proc on 4, proc on 5, and you're good, right? She is an absolute monster for everything in this game, and she can do PvP as well because she has the heal, the reflect. She's an amazing character. Where we are right now, there's much better PvP options, but that does not mean that she is not a good option to use in PvP. Just keep that in mind. So number 5 has to go to my baby Scarlet Witch. Anyways, number 4 on this list, and this is how you guys know I'm not being biased with this list. Number 4 on this list is my favorite character in all of Marvel. Actually, in all of comic book anything, right? My favorite character, you guys know who it is, my guy Wade. You know what I'm saying? This guy is the best thing that's ever happened to Marvel Future Flight, point blank, period. For me, Marvel Future Flight does not get any better than this. For me, right? We got Deadpool, and I got my all-time favorite uniform for Deadpool. This is like heaven for me, right? Seriously. So this is as good as it gets. Nothing will ever top this for me in Marvel Future Flight. But I cannot be unbiased. Deadpool is not the number 1 character in the game anymore. It is what it is, right? So yeah, Love the defense down. Wade is extremely easy to play. He has 2 skills, actually 3 skills that do amazing damage at tier 3, the 4, and the 5, right? He has multiple skills that offer defense down for himself and as a striker, similar to Scarlet Witch. And he has the healing, the immunity, iframes, all that good stuff. The leadership. Wade is just overall an absolute monster for PvE content, but he can also do PvP very, very well. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, he was the best character in the game, but that has changed, as all things do. So yeah, now number 3 on this list, maybe number 1 for a lot of you guys, and that's completely fine, but number 3 on this list is going to be my all-time favorite supervillain in all of Marvel, and that's actually the big guy, the purple raisin, my guy Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Thanos, just like Deadpool, is an amazing character. He got the heal, he got insane damage on his tier 3, good damage on his 5th skill, and this new 4th skill. I've been meaning to make a video on it for you guys, but it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The Warlord's Assault is absolutely beautiful. The only thing I hate about it, and the reason why I didn't make a video on it already, because I'm just pissed about it, is they put defense down here and it doesn't work in World Boss Ultimate, and I'm getting tired of this bullshit. But at least it has fracture on it, and that's good for PvP. So yeah, overall, Thanos is an absolute monster for all of the content in the game. There's nothing he can't do. Even if it says a supervillain can't do it, he'll just take away whatever they put on that character and he'll just crush it nonetheless. So yeah, Thanos is an absolute monster, and for that reason, he's the number 3 character in the game for me. And yeah, overall number 3 tier 2 native. So next up is where the controversy begins. Because we got 2 characters left, and for a lot of people, they're gonna be 1 and 2, or 1 and 2, or 1 and 2. You get what I'm saying. So number 2 for me is actually going to be Steven. Yeah, Steven the Demon. I know you guys can be like, whoa, come on, really? Yeah. I put Steven in the number 2 spot just because of the fact that Jean Grey is way tankier. Yeah, I know he can reflect, I know he can heal, but Jean Grey is way tankier and she can revive. You know what I'm saying? So that's what edged them out for me. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys, if it's a scale to 1 to 100, it's a 1 to 1,000 for these guys. Both Jean Grey and Doctor Strange are absolute monstrosities in Marvel Future Fight once you get them up to tier 3. You know what I'm saying? So much damage, so much potential. It's absolutely amazing. However, I put Doctor Strange in the 2nd spot just because I think Jean Grey has better survivability, because she can just tank so much because of this uniform bonus, right? Because of the tier 2 passive that she has with this uniform, the all resistance, the decreased damage, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that she can revive. That's what made her edge out Doctor Strange for me. Overall though, I think Doctor Strange may be a little bit stronger than Jean Grey for PvE content, but PvP goes to Jean Grey without a doubt, because she can guard break you even if you have immunity to guard break. But it's a very close battle between these 2. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide in the comments. As always, this is my personal opinion, so don't go in on me too hard, man. It's just how I like to play the game, and that's just how I value these characters. You gotta give me credit though, because the fact that I didn't put Deadpool and Scarlet Witch at number 1 says a whole lot, because y'all already know how much love I got for those 2, right? So the fact that they're not 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, yeah, that says a lot. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, anything else you guys want to see, you know what to do, man. Hit me up and I'll be all for it. I'll catch y'all in the next one.